Microsoft is ramping up AI race again, and in late September 2023, it just dumped another round of AI features. There are so many Copilot products in the market, and this video will help you to understand the differences. So we will compare the difference and especially the licensing for the Windows 11 Copilot, the Bing Enterprise, Microsoft 365 Chat, and the Microsoft 365 Copilot for apps. The biggest announcement from New York in late September is obviously the Windows 11 Copilot. Now, Windows 11 Copilot is free. To get that, you just need to make sure you're updated to the latest Windows 11. And I am on 22.621. And if you don't get this little icon at the bottom, then just make sure you go to check Windows Update. Let's click on this icon. And every time, wherever you are in Windows, it will always give you this sidebar look on the side. Now, let's see what Windows 11 Copilot can do. From the demo at announcement, we saw it changing the theme of the Windows. So let's say change the desktop theme to light, because now I'm in the dark mode. Now, obviously, Windows 11 Copilot is built on the Bing Chat, which means you can ask the normal question you ask on the Bing Chat, anything related on the internet. But what it can also supposed to do is it interact with your local machines and can give you some controls that you can do with your Windows. Now this time, obviously it didn't do it. From the demo we saw, when you ask similar question like that, it gives you option and you can click on that and it will change to a light mode. Let's try something else. Change the resolution of my screen. Now what it just did is it pretty much just did a Bing search, a Bing chat, without actually doing its Windows 11 Copilot thing. Now the second question, okay, it's doing a Bing chat search again. So it is not actually interacting with my local machine. I guess this is still under preview and there's a lot of things to be improved. Right? So it's not working, but I got it working before. So what it does here is pretty much the same as you asking a question in the Bing chat like this, right? Because it's just giving you information and it's not interacting with your local machine. So that's a little bit disappointing, but it will only get better from here. One thing I want to point out is, let's turn this off. So turn on this again. In the settings under the Copilot, you can turn this on and off. Let Copilot in Windows to use Microsoft Edge content. So when you switch it on, you can ask questions directly here on the stuff you're browsing, which is what the Bing chat do, right? When you ask questions within the Bing chat, it reads the content. So with this setting in the Copilot, you can also do that. So that's it for the Copilot on Windows 11. And let's hope there are more features and the functions will be brought to it. The next one is Bing Chat Enterprise. Now what is Bing Chat Enterprise? It's just like your Bing Chat. Bing Chat Enterprise is grounded web data and provides complete verifiable answers with citation along with visual answers. So you do what you normally do with Bing Chat, but the enterprise version is more secure. With Bing Chat Enterprise, users and business data are protected, will not leak outside organizations. So when you're asking a question to the Bing Chat, with a bit of your organizational information, it stays within your Azure bubble. You should not go out of the public internet or just stay within your ether. And who can use Bing Chat Enterprise? Well, apparently it is turned on by default for all eligible customers, including the usual E5, E3, A5, A3. And some of you probably want to know, how do I turn it off? Well, to turn it off, you're just gonna follow this article to run some PowerShell. But based on Microsoft, it is pretty secure. The communication that's happening between your user and the Bing chat will not leave the organization. The next big announcement is the Microsoft 365 Copilot. It's pretty much a Copilot in every popular Microsoft apps. Copilot in Word, Copilot in PowerPoint, Excel, Outlook, Teams, you name it. It's everywhere. And we know it's coming. It's been announced a while back. Now it is still in the early access program. It will be available to you, I believe, in early November at $30 USD per user. But right now, if you are in the early access program, you should get the license for if you already have the E3 and E5. Microsoft 365 Copilot is definitely a more useful productivity tools. It can help you to write emails, summarize meetings. It can follow a missed meeting from Teams. It can analyze data from the Excel by using natural language. It will generate graph for you to look at it. And also create PowerPoints for you, just bit descriptions. One of the features we see from demo is actually when you're using the natural language to tell the model what to do, you can reference to a different document in your OneDrive, and it will just analyze that and bring that into consideration and generate a new document for you, which is very, very useful. So if the Microsoft 365 Copilot is already in every single app, what is Microsoft 365 Chat? Based on the demo, the Microsoft 365 Chat seems like can be accessed via the Microsoft365.com, and it sits in the center of all your Office 365 apps instead of your other Copilot that only looking into individual apps. If you have it enabled, you will see this Copilot icon when you log into the Microsoft 365 on the left. Now, you might ask, what's the difference between this Copilot and those other Copilots inside Office 365 apps? Well, not a huge difference. They are all Copilot, powered by the same model, have access to all your files. It's just another way of accessing it. So there is not really any right or wrong way to do it. It really depends on the context, whether you're working already under a particular apps and you want to use Copilot to help you to achieve a particular target, or you're just starting your day, you log into your Office 365 portal and you want a summarization of what's happening today. Did you miss anything yesterday? Here is official explanation. What's the difference between the Microsoft 365 Chat from the Copilot in the Microsoft 365 apps? Pause the video if you want to read it, but they pretty much powered by the same model and have same access to all your files. Now, who can use the Microsoft 365 Chats? Apparently, it is included for the E3, E5, and A3, A5. Now, this is the official chart for all the SKU comparison if you want to have a look. So that comes to the end of our short video. Did I cover everything? Obviously not. There are also Copilot for the Power Platform and a Copilot for the Dynamics 365, which is not the scope of this video, will be less relevant for most people out there. If you want to learn more, make sure you check out the playlist on YouTube from Microsoft 365 that explains all the features and the use cases for Microsoft 365 Copilot. Thank you for watching.